Hi, everybody, it's James, and welcome back to TGWPIS FC. I told you I'd bring you the Manchester United game. Well, things have happened. The game is further back in the year than we thought it was going to be. It's actually in March versus February, and also has much bigger context than the last time we played. Let's talk about what happened. So, you guys saw the utter travesty that was Chelsea and Man City, us realizing how not good we actually are. Then we went and I played Watford, because I was like, it's the FA Cup, we're not really caring too much about the cup, I'll get it off the screen. We drew 0-0, and Bamba getting sent off. So then we had to play a replay, which rescheduled the Manchester United match to here. So we went to Watford, 1-3-1 in the FA Cup, great. 1-0 win against Leeds. Great. 1-1 draw versus Brighton. Not great. There was at least 4 VAR calls that disallowed goals in this game. And they played with 10 men. So that wasn't good. But turn around, a 2-1 win versus Bournemouth. Got us back into the swing of things. We lost to Aston Villa in the Cup. Once again, playing a mainly rotated side. It was going to happen. We want to get to the 5th round. We got to the 5th round. The board are happy. Sorry. The board are happy with all of our areas of opportunity here. Our facilities have been improved. Our youth facilities. They are decent. Good job. Hopefully youth recruitment is going up. I've asked them to improve their youth recruitment again. Going back to this, then a 5-2 back-to-back 5-2 wins versus Tottenham and Derby County have brought us to today. Now, Chelsea have already qualified for the Champions League. Corby have already qualified for the Europa Conference. So qualifications are starting to happen. But we are currently tied on points, or 3 points ahead of Man City or Manchester United. We have the same amount of games played. We have a worse goal difference. So we are playing away from home at Old Trafford in a game that we either need to draw or win to keep Manchester United at bay, to keep Champions League, and possibly keep Francis Ortega, because we've promised him Champions League. So that is the goal today. It's a one-off game. I'm only giving you Man United. We have qualified. I have gotten an email. We are no longer a relegation. We passed relegation, so we're staying up. So mission accomplished there. We have confirmed staying up. I don't think anybody's been relegated with 65 points. Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Sheffield United do all look like they're going down. By the way, we should probably scout some of their players, huh? Just have a look. Just have a peek. Just have a look in and a little peek at each one of the clubs here. Newcastle's got some money. They probably got some decent players. Right? They don't score a lot of goals, do they? Their left midfielder is the guy who's got the most goals on the team. That's why. Their main striker is also extremely injured. What about Bournemouth? Bournemouth have some good players, right? Ben Woodburn, he scored against us. Willis looks okay. Tony? Anyways, that's something for me to do. Manchester United. Tobias Gremiak has come back in. Now, I want to talk about also our team here. If you look at our stats, most goals. We have the third most goals in the division, fourth most goals. So we're right on there. So that's good. But I think also we concede the most goals. Let's go to stats detail. Yep. So we have the 9th most possession. We win the 3rd amount of headers. We have the high consideration ratio. We're tied for 2nd in red cards. 4th points per game, which would make sense. We've scored 31 games in a row, so we don't get shut out that often. Games without losing. Attacking. We fourth most goals. Have a good goal percentage too. Expected goals. I mean, how many goals have we scored? 78. Expected goals, 75. We're right on there. Penalty chances. We've scored our 4 penalties. We complete a lot of crosses. Goals from corners. We do pretty good on set pieces too. But here's the other thing. Conceded. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. 48. So we're like mid of the pack, but you can see here, the guys who are like really up high don't concede a lot of goals. We still concede a lot of goals. We have the lowest attendance in the league. We are starting to get sellouts because we've made our team quota and average by capacity. That was low. We're going to get that up here. We've also spent the most transfer money this season. We still have the smallest salary. That's all the fun stuff. I wanted to give you stuff to pad out the episode a little bit since it is just Manchester United. And if you're wondering what the schedule is, probably Manchester United and then probably Liverpool, Corby, and then the run into Watford. By the way, what is Manchester United's schedule? They're in the Champions League quarterfinals. They've got Sheffield United, Newcastle, Chelsea, Wolves, Tottenham, Leeds, plus the Champions League quarterfinal. They've played Sunday. They played on the Sunday. We played on the Saturday. So they may have some tired legs. Oh, boy. We have the more difficult run-in for sure. We really can't afford to drop any points here. All that looks good. This is the lineup. Gromiak, Valderrama, Dekak, Sandor, Mark, Ortega, Pedro, Moraz, Jenkins, Zakula, and Menezes with Doherty, Jebi, Miguel, Rotenberg, Bashir, Carlos, Thesis Cole, Filipovic, and Henri with Adina, Bamba, Semenov, and Carlos Perez, Cesar Perez, all missing out. This is kind of the only real like back and forth I really gone through in this is that Mark starts a game and Bashir starts a game, kind of seeing who's in form and who's not. Bashir is a more creative force, but Mark is a better all around player. So in a game like this where I need a little bit more tackling and a little bit more defensive presence from my deep line playmaker, which Mark can provide, we want Mark. And he doesn't give up that much, defensively here. All right. As we're already looking forward, he doesn't give up much defensively, and he still has a wide range of passing. Yeah. Oh, Gromiak. I mean, a missed tackle. Gromiak's in, slots at home for his 26th of the season. Now, here's the other thing. We don't have a guy who's in the top 3 in the Golden Boot race, but our 2 forwards have scored 20 and 26 goals apiece now. So what does that tell you? That, we don't have the focal point of an attack. We have multiple attacks. Bruno Fernandes, they don't even have... Mbappe is not playing for them today. Romero, Diallo, Campbell, Jose, Saka, Harlot, Tierney, Cianchu, Enrique, Fernandez, Pert. They're not taking us seriously. They don't even have some of their main starters out here. That's interesting. And that they don't have Ashraf Hakimi or they've already got an injury. Yeah, they don't have Mbappe either. Yeah, throw it to Zakula. Nice and easy here. Menezes gets it out here to Moraz, to Pedro, to Mark, to Dekak. We've broken the press. Dekak, that was a bad pass. Let's see if we can't win the ball up for the pitch, though. Pedro, Jenkins, good, we won it. Hold-up player is good. Sandor, Mark, Dekak, here we go again. Oh, beautiful through ball out here to Pedro. He can go to the byline and get the cross in. He does. It's dealt with. Now they're going to try to attack back here. Moraz collects that. Pedro to Mark. Valderrama. Oh, Pedro! Look at this, beautiful. Pedro to mark over the top. Valderrama runs onto it and then just slots it across the keeper. It is now 2-0. Thank you for ESPN for letting us know about that. 2-0 to us. And boy, oh boy, is things going crazy. Jonathan Mark. It's looking like the reason, showing us some faith here. We showed some faith in him. He immediately gets an assist and is putting up a 7.7 in the midfield. They've already made some changes here. Bruno Fernandes starts in, has come into the midfield here. Broyak, ball in. It is never on target. And so we move. By the way, everybody's looking at our players nowadays. Like, everybody is looking at our players. Which is fine, if you like that kind of thing. We could definitely have a few people here. We could move on with the season. Ortega's on free kicks? Ortega's on free kicks. Jeez, he's my left footer. That wasn't bad. Ball in here. It's cleared. Mark is going to collect this, but I bet you it's a nothing corner. He's definitely probably offside. No. Okay, Pedro. Ball in here. Ball into the center's on. Costa comes out to collect. Now, one of the things as we've gotten later and later into the season is that our fullbacks tire late into games. Probably because that they're providing the most width, and they're also really, our wingbacks are really, you know, they do a lot of work for us. They get down. Oh, Ortega, beautiful move. Oh, he's off. Goodbye, Neil Harriet. Now you're playing with 10 men. But yeah, we've had to rotate and pretty much like bring in our two rotational fullbacks every single time. Our wingbacks. So Ruttenberg, Victor Miguel. The defenders I'm okay with. Let's get to Kaka for Cole. Yeah. Dakaka's like played the second most amount of games and minutes for us this year. So having another guy who can press up front, who can play and pass the ball for sure is a huge deal. Luka, De Broyak, lifted over the top. Miguel, what are you doing there, buddy? Mark is on that though, like you do. Cole, oh, beautiful ball. Valderrama is just beating everybody. Can Pedro score again? Just far wide. Mark has looked very solid in the midfield today. Very, very solid. They are throwing whatever they can at us right now. Really, Romero can play central defense? He can't. Why do they put him... They're just messing around with their formation, trying to find something that works. Bruno Fernandes, playing at right back. Oh, Cole. Beautiful shot. Nice attempt. But a good run in here. And this is absolutely huge for the playoffs, for the Champions League. It is a 2-0 win away from home against the guys chasing us down. Now, they've got a game against Chelsea who are, you know, top of the league left. We still have to play Liverpool and Corby. So, what does this mean for us? Well, you can see now we have, what is that? We have a 6-point gap, which means we have some wiggle room, which means if we lose to Corby and Liverpool, but we keep points and they only lose to Chelsea, then we keep our position. Arsenal, I don't think are really that draw. Arsenal aren't really getting into the picture. So it's the race for the top four, and it all comes down to this. I will come back not today, in the next episode, for Liverpool Corby. Upset at Stratford. The best viewing was this when the shock result. Tickers have been playing beyond all expectations. The fourth place from the early part of the season is solid part for the second game. The club is now in fourth. Who had the best day? Neil Harriott? Oh, he had the bad day. Yeah, he got sent off. Jonathan Mark as the player of the day. Look at Jonathan Mark. See? Huge. He's big game and consistent, so that was the other reason why. So, like I said, I'm going to come back. Liverpool Corby. Unless we see some kind of faltering here by Manchester United. And then we'll see. But yeah, Liverpool Corby is going to be the run-in. So I'll see you for that. So until then, I'm James. You are you. This is TGWPIS FC. It's not how good you are. It's how good you want to be. Let's go, everybody. Up the TGWPIS, up the Swifts.